Yuki and John, patriarch.
Hi, Yuki.
Hi, John. Sorry, I didn't know.
No, I didn't know either. I pressed the record button and then I just stared at you for 12 seconds.
So what's this? Driving?
You want to do driving?
Driving, yes.
All right. I want to do driving too because driving is such a humongous part of our lives.
Well,
Even
especially if you live in LA.
Oh, yeah, if you live in LA. But even people who don't drive still are affected by driving. You have to get places. You have to go. And you could get on a bus. You could get on an Uber. There's so many things to driving that make our lives great.
But isn't that America's like a government corporation conspiracy?
Driving?
Well, I mean about the car
Cars?
business. Yeah.
Well, no? All right, let's start with the conspiracy because I have so many other things to talk about. But I didn't even know you were going to bring up a conspiracy. What's the conspiracy about driving?
I heard, the Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles just too long.
Me too.
But then LA, it's not like one car per house. It's like one car per person town. Everybody has to have a car to go to work, to go to school. So I heard when they try to develop public transportation.
Yeah.
Gas company and then car company.
Yes.
Stop
Okay.
it.
This is in LA. You want to know why I know a little bit about this? Small. Is because Chinatown, Robert Town?
Yeah.
He invented Chinatown,
Right.
Jack Giddies, and he wanted to make a trilogy of movies based on the history of LA. Mm-hmm. You had Chinatown about the water. I don't know what the Two Jakes was about because I've never seen it, but it's something else to do with...
I think that could be oil?
Oil, maybe, something.
Something.
And the third one was supposed to be about the transportation.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it was supposed to be about how LA was supposed to get public transportation, and it got squashed, and he was going to be investigating that. Now, want to know what else is interesting?
Yeah.
Go watch Roger Rabbit. That's kind of what it's about.
Oh.
The fucking transportation idea is in... It's in Roger
really?
Rabbit. Yeah, go look at it.
Again, yeah.
So, yes, that whole... I had heard that the people in LA who shut it down were the people in Beverly Hills because they didn't want laborers and things coming into Beverly Hills and having great access to it by train. That's what I heard. But maybe that's part of it also. You had the motor vehicle people who squashed it, the rich Beverly Hills people, and then who else did you say?
The government.
The government.
The gas company.
Gas
too.
company, that's it. Yeah. So, I wish that they had made that third one with...
Yeah. Well, maybe you can like that.
Maybe. I don't know. I just...
But now they have the train, subway, or...
in Hollywood.
Yeah, but it's still not good.
Not going out and towards the ocean and back and forth and up and down and all
You still
the way.
need the car. And then...
Some people claimed it was because of earthquakes that the transportation... But you have buildings and structures. You can't reinforce it. I mean, that's just an excuse.
What's it got to do with the earthquake? Well, because of the freeway falling
the train will
collapse?
collapse. So what? The whole fucking house will collapse too? What are you talking about? So, I don't know. So, driving. LA is a great driving town. You have to drive. You can't not
When
drive.
I came here first time, I didn't have a license, right?
In New York?
No. I mean here in
America.
America. So, I tried to get the license. I went to motor vehicle. And then, this is great. I didn't get it. Like, what? This is
You failed your driving test the first time?
No, it's not like that. I wanted to do the driving test, right? So I did the paper test. Then, appointment. Okay, so driving test, go street. Okay, I thought they have a car. And then, but they said, appointment this day, this time. And I said, you have to bring the car. I said, what? I'm getting license. I don't have a car. How am I supposed to bring the car for the driving test. Whose car? Who is driving? Am I supposed to steal the car and then driving the car, bring here without the license?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, can you... Like, this is funny. He goes, well, we can tell you why, but you have to bring your car. That's the car you driving test.
So they don't. There's no way that the DMV would provide you a car, because with student driving, they bring the car. You don't drive your own car when you're a student driver.
Yeah, because you don't have a license, so you can, you know.
Yeah, how would you have a car if you don't have a license?
That's my point. So I talked to the motor vehicle.
Yeah.
They couldn't give me an answer because there is no answer because I don't have a license. Since I don't have a license, I can't have a car. But they told me to bring the car
You're
for
just
the
supposed
driving.
to have a car on standby. You're supposed to spend money and have the car. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, but
No, I think that's ridiculous. So then how did you get your license eventually? You borrowed a car?
I borrowed the car from the friend.
Uh-huh.
I drove that car. That's illegal because I don't have a license. I drove the car from friend's house to motor vehicle. They didn't say anything, so then, you know,
So
somebody...
you drove up for your driver's test and they were like, yeah, okay, thumbs up. Yuki did it.
Yeah, because, you know, he brought the car. And then, you know, appointment, so the guy came and then I did the driving and then, okay. They said, okay, you passed, and they gave me license. But they never talked about how I bring it, whose car. Didn't talk about it because they can't.
Yeah.
Well, if they talk about it, they have to arrest me then.
Oh, my God.
Because I drove the car without the license.
That's incredible.
But
That is incredible.
that's I was surprised. Like, holy shit, this is America? See, because in Japan, when you getting license, you go driving school.
You do here, too. I did. I went to driving school.
Yeah, but the first, you know, there's the place, like a school, so you drive inside.
Yeah.
Then, you know, certain hours,
Yeah.
then you go outside. But constantly, the instructor sitting next to you, then...
Same. They have their own brake.
Like, they have their own brake.
Yeah,
so,
I did that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then, why they ask me to bring me a car?
Maybe because you weren't part of a driving school? I don't know.
Well, that time I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know.
Wait, so did you have a license in Japan?
No.
Oh, you didn't. So you never drove in Japan.
No.
You just used public transportation or whatever. Okay. So when you got here, you knew that you needed to find.
Well, I didn't know first.
Oh, you didn't. You just came to LA and you didn't know that there wasn't great public transportation.
No. Then I said, "Gee, I need a car," but
Yeah.
then I don't have a car. Then I guess I have to get the license.
Holy shit!
So I went to motor vehicle. Then I did the paper test. Still didn't know.
Yeah.
Then everything is fine. Then driving test. Then I found out. Okay, now you bring your own car for the driving test. Then I said, what? How am I supposed to bring car? I don't have license yet.
Yeah.
I want the license. That's why I'm doing driving test.
Yeah. Where the hell are you supposed to get it? I'm flabbergasted, Yuki. Although I think for my driving test, my parents let me use their car at the time. So, yeah, I think so. I didn't encounter that.
Okay,
Right.
so that time you didn't have a license, but you drove the car, right?
My mother brought me to my driving test so that she drove us there
Okay. Oh, okay.
and then waited for me as I did my driving test in her car, and I passed. I went to driving school at an all-girls Catholic school named Sacred Heart, and I would do it every morning, Saturday mornings for months, and it was the same group of people, 3 girls I didn't know, a guy, and me, and it was a little strange because none of us really liked each other. We just didn't talk. You know how when a group of people gets together and none of them wants to be together, but they have to? It was like that. It was very strange. And I remember I was the best driver. by far. I mean, the other ones were all jerking the wheel and smacking the thing and the whole thing, and they were scared to merge onto the highway and shit. I was ready to drive. When it came time to drive, I was fucking excited to drive. I'm like, I'm finally gonna drive, and I was just taking it very seriously. I was learning.
Right.
The instructor had his brake. He only very rarely had to use it for me. I remember this one guy almost killed us, pulling off into this busy intersection, and the girl that was in the car with us, one of the girls screams, "Ah!" because the guy almost killed us. But imagine you're just in driving school and some fucking idiot who can't drive kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. But so I passed my test. I passed the thing. I got my learner's permit. I got my learner's permit. Then my father took me around a few times, taught me how to parallel park, which is still my least favorite part of driving.
Oh.
Parallel. Are you good at parallel parking?
I'm okay this side, but this side is...
Oh, the backwards way?
Yeah.
Where you have to park on the driver's side parallel park?
Right.
I can't. I mean, I can. I've done it, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of having a car and being able to drive. But then when you have a car and being able to drive, people are always asking you to do things for them.
What do you mean do things?
Oh, you got a car. Can you drive? I don't have a car. Can you... like you borrowed your friend's car.
Yeah.
I would have been very upset with you if you asked me. I don't want to give you my car. That's my car.
And then I don't have license yet.
You didn't Why did your friend give you a car?
Well, I mean, his car was already beat up. And then that's the car I bought it from him after I got the license anyway.
Uh-huh.
So he knew he would be selling that car to me.
Okay. Oh, that's even more interesting. So it was it was going to you.
Otherwise, I don't think he didn't let me drive.
Wow.
Because
so what are some of the longest road trips? What's like some of the longest road trips you've ever gone on? How long? How many days? How many days were you on the road?
But the longest one, I did LA San Francisco many times.
That I like that drive.
Right,
up
and
the
then
coast.
I did the LA Seattle once.
Oh, how long did that take?
16, 17 hours.
Holy shit,
that was
16,
long.
17 hours. That's amazing.
Yeah,
up that coast. I never got up into that Oregon area.
Oh,
Oregon?
beautiful area.
What do you say, Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon. No, Oregon.
Oregon. I don't know.
And then
the Oregon Trail.
And I was driving, and then the Mount Hood. I went to that the Shining Hotel.
Oh, cool. You visited that?
Yeah, I visited that.
Do you like long driving trips? Do you like being in the car for extended 16 hours?
I don't mind.
No.
Not straight up, because I have to,
Once you get into 6-7 hours, I need a break.
Yeah.
6-7 hours I could do, but after that it starts to become too
and
much.
And then I did the Route 66 one.
Oh, you did Route... I would love to do Route 66.
That's, yeah.
Me and my brother drove across the country, but we didn't do Route 66. We did regular old America. We kind of went through, from New York all down through Oklahoma, through the Panhandle, through New Mexico, Arizona, over to California.
Have you seen that is that the Texas or New Mexico? The Thing.
The what?
The Thing.
What do you mean, the thing?
There's the billboards. The Thing, 50 miles. The Thing, 40 miles. The Thing, 30 miles.
No, I never heard of this. What is it? And what's the thing? What is it?
It's a bogus.
It doesn't happen? There is no thing?
There is a thing, but then you have to pay. And then there's nothing. It's like it's a thing.
But what do you mean a thing? Is it, anything's a thing. The DVD right behind me is a thing.
Right, that's why it's a bogus. Then everybody say, what the thing is. So, you're driving, 50, 60, what's the thing? What's the thing? Finally, thing is here. So, 9 out of 10 people usually stop by because by that time you want to see the thing.
What the fuck is the thing? Yeah.
Yeah. So you pay. It's basically nothing. It's a ripoff.
But what is it? What describe the thing? Is it an animal? Is it a block of cheese?
I thought that was some kind of mummy thing, you know.
Mummy.
But then you think, okay, is this animal or is this alien?
But is it in a
doesn't
block of
say
ice? Like, what is it in? A canister?
It's like the box.
A box. Just sitting in a box.
Yeah.
A lump of something. Is it a lump?
I don't remember.
Is it a body?
No, it's not that. It's just a thing. So it's a basically.
Well, then they weren't false advertising.
Yeah.
It was just a thing.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't worth it?
It's not worth it.
Oh, man.
That's a rip-off, you know. That's like the thing. Then everybody wants to know what it is. So, you know, finally you arrived. Like I said, 9 out of, maybe 99 people out of 100. You'll stop because now by that time, brainwashed by those billboards.
That's genius marketing.
It's a genius. So
That's
yeah.
the thing. Did you ever have to drive for work? Tell me about driving for work.
Well, I did the kind of documentary, you know, driving thing.
Oh, you're kidding. What do you mean? You a documentary all about driving?
Well, Route 66 at the part of...
oh, cool. You did a documentary about
yeah,
Route 6.
yeah, that's... I think that's for Japanese TV, Japanese travel program. So.
Cool. And so you guys got paid to go out and shoot Route 66.
Yes.
What are some of the places you saw along Route 66?
The Cadillac Ranch.
Cool. Yeah, I know that one. That's very cool.
Yeah,
All the
and
Cadillacs.
then yeah, I mean, I saw around like a Monument Valley, and then you know, Grand Canyon, and then some old Western hotel in New Mexico.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to drive Route 66 one day. I would love to drive around the country for a month. Just going in all different directions, seeing different states. I'd love to visit all different places, national parks, all that shit. And Route 66 would be amazing to do. But did you ever deliver food? Were you ever a delivery driver? Or I know that you've driven stuff for productions because you've driven stuff for The Last Drive-In. You've driven trucks, cars, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You're a good driver.
I don't know. A friend of mine, one time we did cross country, then he got so mad he didn't let me drive after all. Like,
why? He didn't think you were good.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. Why? Because you were just going too fast?
No, he thinks I'm too slow. And then,
Oh. Well, both are bad. Too fast is bad, too slow is bad. Definitely.
For me, I mean, he drives too fast.
I would rather drive slower than faster, but I don't want to drive slow.
Oh.
I like the speed limit. I think speed limits are good.
Okay. Well, but, you know, sometimes, you know, if everybody's driving fast, then you have to go with it, right?
You have to go with the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
That's why one time I got pulled over, and I said to the cop, I was like, this guy just, if I was going 80, that guy was going 110. There's no way, and because the guy passed me. He's like, I didn't see him. What was he, invisible? I'm the one you're fighting. So anyway.
Did you get the ticket?
I still got a ticket. One time I got pulled over. I was driving from Los Angeles to Vegas. Me and a bunch of my friends in the car going to my friend's wedding in Vegas. He had a big wedding.
Right.
And I was doing 90 because the flow of traffic in and around me, people were going faster than me. So I was like, all right, I'm safe because I'm going 90, but these people are going at least 100. It was just the way it was going. People were passing me. Similarly, I got pulled over by the cop, and the cop's like, do you know how fast you were going? And I said, I don't know, 90?
Yeah.
And he got disappointed, and he's like, no, you were going 78.
You're too slow?
Yeah, and so in my mind, I'm like, I'm going 90. I'm only going 78. But he was disappointed because I was like, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I was speeding. I know I was speeding. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. But I was going 90 at certain points. I got a ticket. It was like a $300 ticket.
Driving too slow? Then you got
78 was fast. The speed limit was only like 60 or something.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
But if the other people driving faster, right?
Suddenly they don't see them. They saw me. Why? Because I'm John Brennan. That's why. Everybody fucking attacks me and doesn't leave me alone in this life. They won't let me just do what I want to do, like drive to Vegas really fast. I wasn't bothering nobody. It's the desert. There's no children running across the street in the fucking desert. And if I run over a coyote, I'll stop. I'll pet it and I'll say I'm sorry.
My God.
But fuck that shit.
Did you go to the court? No, you can't go to the court, though, the middle of the desert.
No, I just paid it. I said, fuck this. I'm not going back to no court. It was bullshit.
Bullshit.
You know, sometimes I it's really hard. The school zones.
Right.
They don't give you enough fair warning saying school zone ahead in 10 miles. School zone ahead, whatever it might be. Because all of a sudden you're in a school zone. In the middle of the night, you breeze through, and you're going from 40 to 25, and the cops will just set a speed trap. It's just it's a fucking way to make money. Yeah. I got in the middle of the night once. I got ticketed for driving through a school zone at 40 miles an hour, and it was only supposed to be 25. I said,
"Did I tell you that story? Like I was in Portland, you know, I was making a movie. I got 3 speeding tickets.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, why don't you go after bad guys? And they told me, chasing bad guy doesn't make us money, but giving you speeding ticket.
It's a racket.
That's how
it's a racket.
Yeah.
Because what children... I was driving past the school zone at 11:30, 12 at night. What children are around, and if they are there, they shouldn't fucking be there.
But still, you know, school zone, right?
School zone.
That's a trap.
That's a total trap.
Yeah.
It's a bullshit fucking trap.
Easy money.
Easy money. I delivered food for a very long time in L.A., and you know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
It was sort of before GPS. I had to use the Thomas Guide.
Oh.
Thomas Guide.
Thomas Guide.
For people out there who don't know what a Thomas Guide is, before we are so lucky right now to have GPS on our phone.
That's right.
We could go anywhere. We could go to the middle of anywhere and find the dirt roads.
But back then, I thought Thomas Guide was your friend, you know.
Well, Thomas Guide was amazing because it was you were able to find.
Right.
So the Thomas Guide was you would look up a street. You would get the Thomas Guide for a certain section, say L.A., and in the back it would have the listings of all the streets.
Yeah.
And then you would look at the street, and it would tell you what pages that street was represented on. You would find the zip code.
Right.
You would go to that specific page, and the page was in a grid. There were all these boxes that went like A, B, C. That was vertical, and then horizontal was 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would have to find the box A7, where Van Dam Street is, and then you would follow and go, okay, I have to go up this thing and over that. It was so complicated.
Is the Thomas Guide is out of business now?
Oh, I think Thomas is guiding himself on a beach somewhere, drinking a pina colada because he's retired. They don't need no Thomas Guide no more.
But he made the money already, right?
Oh, I'm sure he was making lots of money, Thomas, with those guides back in the day. That's the only way you could get around it. Fuck maps. What are you going to do? Unfold a map every single time you got to go somewhere? No, you have the book. You got the Thomas Guide. You open it up, you find the thing. Imagine just having a map. Did you used to drive around with just a map?
Well, usually what I did was before getting the car, I checked and write the memo.
Yeah, smart. Or back when the internet first started and you had MapQuest.
Right. MapQuest. Oh, my God. That's right.
You print out the MapQuest directions. That was a revolution. Nobody, Thomas Guide, MapQuest put Thomas Guide out of goddamn business, I'm sure. It was great. I loved MapQuest.
But now, you remember we used to buy the machine device, right?
Oh, yeah, the GPS device.
Now, you have a phone, then you don't need it.
Right now, I could get directions from here to China. It will tell us a path, the fastest path, without tolls. I love it. I love all the driving shit. When I was in LA and I was a delivery driver, it was a great job because it was a prototype for Grubhub and Seamless and all that. It was a place called LA Bite, B-I-T-E. And I have my problems with it because some of the people there are pieces of fucking dog shit and still owe me $60, $120.
Still?
Yeah, they still owe me $120 for a shift I worked, and their accounting assholes fucked up because they fucking... I don't want to get into it. This isn't about driving. But when I was a driver, and people didn't tip me, I got very upset. I'm like, I'm sitting here braving the elements, driving all around cocksucking LA, having to avoid dogs, people, fire trucks, all this shit to bring you your goddamn pizza, and you're not going to tip me? What the fuck kind of person are you?
Did you spit on pizza?
Nah, I would never do that. But you want to know something?
Yeah. What?
I never spit on anything, but I ate fries.
You deserve it.
I said that looks like extra fries to me.
I see. Well, you made adjustment.
No, I never did that. What I was a really good delivery driver because I know personally I want that kind of service when I'm ordering food to be delivered to me. And when that happens, I tip good. You know who tipped me really bad?
Rich people.
A very specific rich person.
Who?
Melissa Gilbert from fucking Roseanne.
Oh my god, she's cheap?
So, she lives close to Chateau Marmont, you know, she did. And I got an order. It wasn't, her name wasn't on it.
Right.
But I got an order from Beverly Hills at this place called Mulberry Street Pizza. It was all the rage when it first came out because it was pizza, and supposedly they were shipping their water in from New York. Whatever. LA Bite signed the contract with them and were nuts. We were delivering from them constantly. I got an order for 5 pies.
Right.
And I drove all the way from Beverly Hills all the way to the Chateau Marmont.
Right.
You know that's not
that's
close.
The
Sunset and
the hillside,
Fairfax.
Right?
Yeah, close to there. It's not a short drive. I got it to them. It was still hot because I had it in the heating bags or whatever.
Right.
Gave it to her. It was a $70-something order, maybe. And $1 single dollar. $1 tip.
What a cheap bastard.
I would have rather her give me 0.
Insult, huh? $1 cheap.
I spent more in gas getting to her than $1. So I lost money. I paid Melissa Gilbert, or what? No, wait, what's her name? Sarah Gilbert. I paid fucking for Sarah Gilbert's pizzas with my gas money, and she gave me $1.
What kind of
a sick fuck?
Sick
and I don't mind saying her name. That's fucking bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit. You don't tip somebody a fucking $1. I don't care if I get blacklisted in this goddamn industry for speaking out against bad tippers. That's bullshit.
God,
but that's not about driving. Well, it is about driving. I drove that pizza across the fucking city.
And then $1?
$1
Son of a bitch.
bill. Not even on, you know how you do the credit card and you can write in the tip or whatever? She gave me $1 bill. What a fuck.
You didn't say anything?
I looked at the dollar and I fucking was out. By the time I looked up, she was gone. She was with her wife or whatever, the one that wrote Four Non-Blondes and the Christina Aguilera songs. That's the other thing. Her wife, Linda Perry, that's the woman. She wrote that song, You Are Beautiful in Every Single. They got money. She could have given me $13,000 as a tip and it would have been like $4 to them. Are you kidding me? And now look, I'm not... okay, maybe they were in financial situation that I don't know about. But if you give somebody $1 on a $70-something order, you're not a good person, in my opinion.
I mean, it should be like a $20 bill.
$5. Give me $5. I would have been satisfied with $5. $5 fucking. I would have been like, all right, she's cheap, but at least she gave me $5. Yeah. Anyway, so driving in LA, did you ever drive up in the hills and stuff? That shit's freaky. Did you ever see somebody driving in the LA hills and speeding?
Well, I mean, what do you mean?
Somebody driving through the hills of LA, you know, near Laurel Canyon or whatever. Those really small, windy roads.
Yeah.
Did you ever see anybody speeding up there?
I don't think so.
I did.
Really?
People would fucking speed like they were on the highway up there. regular. Why? You could kill somebody.
Is it LA driving that way? LA people do that?
I hate to get into a thing of New York versus LA driving, but I feel like the drivers in LA are worse because they're more hesitant. You put if it rains for 20 seconds, the next hour is fucked up. Everybody's afraid to drive. They don't know how to handle the wet roads, even if it's for 30
Well,
seconds.
I always thought the LA people, they don't know how to drive in the rain.
They don't. They if it rains for 30 seconds, the next half hour is all fucked for their lives.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
Maybe, LA don't have much rain, so they don't know how to drive.
No, that's obviously what it is. But here in New York, it's a different kind of bad.
But,
it's
yeah.
aggressive. People are so aggressive here.
I thought the Boston is an aggressive driver.
I never drove in Boston. It's
Oh
bad.
my God, it's really bad because let me go faster attitude.
Yeah.
They don't let you go.
You know what I hate is when you're at a light and on the right-hand side, it's supposed to be for parking. But if there's nobody parking there, people will go around and then try to speed up at the red light to go faster than everybody to beat the traffic. I fucking hate those people. I call them the usurpers. They're the usurpers because they want to usurp the flow of traffic. That is a scumbag thing to do.
I always remember that Pasadena Freeway, the other next to the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
When Pasadena Freeway go I-5, you go straight in Pasadena. When you make left turn, there's a huge line, but you don't want to wait the line, so you keep passing everybody, and then last
and
minute
then jump in.
Yeah. I hated
hate those
that.
fucking people.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking scumbags on the road,
Yeah.
right? And you ever get into a situation where you're driving and somebody speeds past you and they look at you as if you're doing something wrong, but you're just driving normally.
Right.
And they're driving like an asshole.
Right.
And then you end up at the same red light.
Right.
What?
Yeah, so why you drive fast? Doesn't make any difference, right?
What'd you get?
Yeah.
Where are you? You're in the same spot as me, buddy.
Yeah.
You dumb fuck.
Fuck, yeah.
Have you ever been in a car accident?
3 times, but everything is their fault.
That's what they all say. That's what everybody says.
Oh.
It was somebody else's fault. But really, it was...
Really their fault.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm glad you survived. Did you get hurt?
No. Well, one was just a bumper thing.
Okay.
Second one was, it's really 5-car accident. I was in the middle of it, small car, so my car...
5-car accident?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But I got the 5,000.
Oh, you got money.
Yeah. Then third one was, he was drunk. I was waiting, and then suddenly he hit me.
Oh,
This was another 3-car
shit.
accident. The moment he hit us, there was a 7-Eleven. He just went to there. He bought the burrito, and that because he was drunk. So
While he was waiting for the cops to arrive?
yeah, he ate the burrito, beef burrito, and then Coke.
Oh, my
And then cop came, and then I told, hey, this guy just bought the burrito and Coke, and then he shoved in because he was drunk. So he couldn't hide it.
Wow.
It smells like
Yeah,
a drink.
of course.
So he was arrested.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's wild.
So those 3 times.
3 times. Yeah, I was in a few accidents. One was when I was really young. A guy just jumped out and hit my mother's car, and I was in there, and it was kind of scary, but it wasn't that bad. It could have been worse. And luckily, she got the insurance or whatever, and she wasn't at fault. It was that other guy. Another time, I was in L.A. and it was Thanksgiving morning, and I went out to get cookies because I was going to a party.
Right.
So I figured I'd bring something. So I got these nice cookies or whatever, and I'm waiting in a light to make a left, and all of a sudden, boom! From behind, I get hit. My whole car gets hit so hard from behind that I actually went forward.
And hit somebody else?
No, I was at the light. I was the
okay.
first one at the light, but I went forward and I look behind and there's a car that smashed into me. I put my car into park. I get out and I go to look and the guy at the wheel is sleeping. He's like,
Oh my God.
and I said, "Hello, are you okay? Are you okay?" And the guy wakes up and he's like, "Oh,
Oh, so he was sleeping. He didn't
fell
know.
asleep at the wheel and fucking hit me from behind." You believe that shit? Thanksgiving was, so he must have been coming home after partying on Thanksgiving evening and either still on drugs, drunk,
drunk.
something. And so we pulled off to the side. We waited for the cops to come. The cops were talking to him and they told me, "All right, you could go." We exchanged insurance.
Yeah.
They told me I could go. My car wasn't that bad. Luckily, I got paid to get even though I didn't want it, because my car was a piece of shit at that time anyway. It didn't matter. But he must have been. They detained him. They let me go and they kept him.
Oh.
Yeah, he smashed into the back of my car, and I remember the impact of it. Sort of gave me whiplash, not like clinical whiplash that I was hurting forever, but my back hurt the rest of the day and my neck because of the way that he smashed into the back of my car. That was weird. It was a weird.
Did you have a attorney? Then did you go see the doctor?
I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. No.
Oh, so because when I got hit, I had an attorney. Right when I got the 5,000, well, 1,500 went to my attorney. But see, that's always the trick because the attorney keeps saying, "Oh, you have to go see this doctor," and then keep going. I mean, I had a whiplash.
Yeah.
But just to keep going, then I'm fine. Like, oh no, you have to come back here. The longer you go see the doctor, they get more money.
Oh yeah.
So, and then of course, attorney and then doctor, they know each other. So, it's another conspiracy.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm glad I got the money, but when you look at that way, like it's really,
it's
5,000.
Yeah.
They stretch to the 5,000. Could be 2,000, could be 3,000.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because, I kept going back to see the doctor.
Yeah.
Then that means if I get the more money, means my attorney gets more money, doctor gets more money. So they just, they're not doing this for me. They just want
for themselves. They want their percentage.
Their piece, yeah.
Yeah, it's all a rigmarole. It's all a crazy scam out there, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about red light cameras?
Oh, that was but they're no longer doing it, right?
Oh, is that true? What?
I thought one time, like, red light camera thing, then something happened there. I heard it stopped because some kind of
Malfunction or something?
no functioning. Or,
yeah, I hate those things because there's no way to disprove that you were going through. Yellow lights are there. I know you're supposed to slow down at a
Right.
yellow, but sometimes if you can make it, you go through. And I
Right.
bet you a lot of times that you go through the yellow, you're perfectly safe. There's nobody coming at you.
Right.
You have at least 10 seconds before the other people have to go. But they give you a ticket anyway, and there's no way to disprove that you were, or prove that you were going through a yellow at the time.
Right.
And I think that they get you that way.
That's another, way to make money.
Yeah, oh, of course. You can't prove
Right.
without a shadow of a doubt if they
Right.
could have just taken a picture of your car and said you went through a red light.
Right.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit, yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Maybe that's why they stop it, because there's no way of knowing you really, running red light or not, because it's just a photo, so could be fake.
It could be anything. It could be
Yeah.
they could have just taken a photo of your car during a green light and say,
Right.
"Oh, on this time 2
because
weeks ago."
we don't see the lights.
Yeah,
so
you
we
don't
just-
see it. I mean, sometimes I see the flashing in Queens. There's a lot near my parents' house.
Oh.
There's there's one road, Little Neck, that has a whole shitload of red lights, cameras. Bullshit. What's the fastest you've ever gone in a car? You driving?
Maybe 110, 20.
Yeah, same. One time, my friend, it was like at night, and we were in the desert, and he said, "I want to try and go as fast as I can in this car." I said, "Fuck it, I'd never been in a car that was broke 100. Let's do it." And he fucking broke 100.
Oh my God.
Like 110.
that's because I'm not the really racer, so it's kind of scary for you to
I
go to.
was so scared. I'm not a speed demon. I don't like to speed. I like to go as fast as I'm allowed, and then maybe 5 miles more.
Oh,
If it's 55, I'm going 60.
60. Yeah. I heard it's like only 5 miles or 10 miles. You don't get the ticket.
That's not true. I've gotten
Really?
tickets for 63 when it's a 60. Yeah. Yeah.
I heard those.
They pick and choose.
Slack was about 10 miles, so that's not true, huh?
Pick and choose. They pick
Or
and
depend
choose.
on the officer.
You think if you ever had to go and live or work in someplace like the UK, would you be able to drive on the other side without practice?
Well, UK and Japan the same side.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. So you guys drive on the left,
Right.
and we drive on the right.
No, left. US is the left side, right? No?
No. U.S. is the right side of the road.
No, but then the handle is left side of the car, right?
Oh no, the handle's left. Yeah. I'm talking. Okay, so the steering wheel's
But
on the
the
left
street
side of the
is
car.
right,
But
right.
the street is on the right.
Right.
And in Japan and the UK, the wheel is on the right, and you drive on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the dangerous thing is when tourists from Japan and then rent a car here. Logically it's the other side.
Yeah.
But when you make the left turn, body automatically goes wrong
You
side.
get
So
confused.
usually,
You have to. Yeah. So, but have you driven in Japan?
No.
Oh.
Never. Well, because I didn't have a license. I came
Yeah.
here. I got the license here.
Yeah.
So then, to this day, still I can't drive in Japan because street is narrow. Too many cars. No.
No, I'd be too scared to do
too
it.
scared.
To try that. I'd just take a taxi.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts on driving, Yuki?
Go back to Las Vegas thing and the freeway between LA and the Las.
Yeah.
Have you seen that street XXXYYY?
Oh yeah, Zizix or something.
To this day, how do you pronounce it?
I think it's Zizix.
Zizix?
Or something like that.
Right.
Because they made a movie called that.
Really?
Yeah, and I forgot what it might even just be the name of the road. XXXYYY.
Yeah, XXX. Like, every time, like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's a street. XXYYZZ Road.
Oh, XYZ, huh? XX2.
Oh no, this is it. ZZYZX.
Oh, ZZY.
Zizix Road.
It's called Zizix Road?
Yeah. I mean, that's the way that I would say it, Zizix.
Oh, Zizix.
But yeah, there's an article here about it. The truth behind Zizix Road.
Yeah.
What is Zizix Road?
Yeah, what's
it's pronounced Zizix. ZEI-ZIX. Zizix Road.
Road. Oh,
It's
yeah.
2 hours outside of Las Vegas in San Bernardino County. It has an odd history. Initially known as Soda Springs, this was a popular stop for Indian, Spanish explorers, and Army outpost miners and the railroad. This name is made up so that it would be the last listing in any directory. Wow.
That's how they're using XYZ, huh?
Yeah. So they had a resort there. Yeah, it was a stop off for people traveling between places.
Oh.
Sort of an oasis in the desert. And yeah, you drive along the interstate. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're worried about getting lost, download Google Maps. What? Why do you need to tell me that? But yeah, Zizix Road. That's pretty cool. And let's see if they did a movie. ZZYZX movie. ZZYZX movie. Yeah, movie. And I think, let's see, because I'm pretty sure Zizix is a 2006 thriller produced and directed by Richard Schramm. And it's set in the Mojave Desert in Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Zizix.
Zizix.
Reception. It's not the best thing ever. And that's it.
Okay.
ZZYZX.
Zizix.
Zizix Road.
Zizix Road.
All right, Yuki.
All right.
How do you feel?
It feels good.
All right, good. Well, thank you everybody for listening.
you.
I think everybody who supports us on Patreon is a beautiful, saintly
Right.
person. We're able to get and do these podcasts and all the videos
Right.
and stuff, all because you guys support us. And
Yes, thank you.
we still have that $28,000 tier.
That's right. And then we hit the goal. Then we do
The luau.
Luau, yeah, in
we're
the Central Park.
We're
yes.
slowly creeping up to our goal of 150 patrons, and as soon as we hit that, we're gonna do a luau in Central Park where we'll bring
Yes.
food and
You drink, and you're all invited.
you're all invited. And Yuki will take his shirt off and everything. It'll be crazy.
Well, you take off.
I'll
shirt?
take off my pants. You
Oh.
take off your shirt. I'll take off my
Okay.
pants. All right, thank you everybody.
Thank
we'll
you,
see you
everybody.
next time at
See you
the
next time. Buffet. Patreon buffet. John and Yuki.
Yuki and John, Patreon buffet.